The new Welsh curriculum represents a huge opportunity for Wales, I think. It's an exciting development that promises to transform the educational experiences of young people and practitioners across Wales. But it comes with challenges, of course. One of the big challenges, I think, is that this new curriculum does involve teachers and other practitioners taking responsibility, taking ownership and becoming autonomous as curriculum makers. And I use the word curriculum maker quite deliberately here, that this is not a linear chain of implementation from policy to practice, where you somehow get a recipe or a set of instructions and follow them. This involves high degrees of teacher judgment, professional judgment, and teachers actively making the curriculum. That means interpreting the curriculum documents, translating them into practice and developing practices. This of course raises questions about what is agency. Agency can be broadly defined as the ability of individuals to critically and creatively engage with problematic situations, envisaging alternative futures in their practice. But agency has, I think, traditionally been construed as a capacity, as an individual capacity or innate to individuals, and I think we need a more sophisticated approach. The work we've been doing adopts what's called an ecological understanding of agency. Agency in this understanding is something not that people have innately, but something that people do. And it depends very much on the interplay between individual abilities and capacities and the available resources in the context. This has implications, I think, for professional learning. If we're serious about building teacher agency, we have to be serious about not only educating people, continuing professional learning, but also about attending to the context within which and by means of which people work. These are to do with material resources. They're to do with resources about other people, relational resources, how we interact with people in networks and professional learning communities, for example, and also cultural resources, the ideas that we have available for us. And my colleague Valerie Drew will talk shortly about critical collaborative professional inquiry as a methodology for ensuring that these things are developed. I think the national approach to professional learning is really promising in this respect. It offers a systematic approach to continuing professional learning, which is about raising teachers' individual capacities as professionals, but it's also very much about addressing the conditions by means of which teachers work. And Wales has some interesting infrastructure which is perhaps absent elsewhere. There are, of course, some serious implications about how teachers engage with new ideas in the curriculum, and the national approach to professional learning hopefully addresses these. It's about how teachers are enabled to make sense of new and complex ideas, how teachers are supported in collaborative cultures in order to deal with this, how schools as organisations are becoming less hierarchical and more collegial, so that people are able to work together to develop practice, and also about developing the culture of schools, cultures of professional learning, schools as learning organisations, and schools where innovation thrives.